In recent news, there's been a huge uptick in cheating, and at least that's what I'm seeing everywhere online. And I think there's been a lot of things that happened recently. So even though there's spectating randoms, we will talk about some of these different things because a lot of things have happened. First off, there was a couple cheat providers that were shut down, which is kind of a W, but who knows if that even has an impact. Those aren't like the biggest providers. Ricochet should be working better. We'll talk a little bit about that stuff, but at least, you know what? Some improvement in that area. Xbox Game Pass goes live. So there's a bunch of people that get access to Call of Duty now that didn't have it before. Maybe they were playing free-to-play Warzone. Now they can play multiplayer, zombies in case they want to level up the guns, get those experiences before going into BO6. And look, they're already using the meta STG, and I think that's the new SMG that they're using as well. No, maybe that was the Superi, one or the other. Nope, it is the static. Cool. Double new weapons are meta. I'm gonna have my video for the close range. I already put up the long range, but we'll have that. That's a side note. So that's cool. I mean, that's great for gaming to have more players on the game. I think that's always a plus, you know, especially if your friends, maybe you wanted them to play on Xbox, but you know, they couldn't or whatever because they only had Warzone, right? Now you have the opportunity to have both where they could play and they get to play completely free if they already had Game Pass, or they get it at a super discounted rate if they have that monthly service or whatever the case is. Those guys actually seem to be playing good. We're solos rebirth. Luckily, they got rid of that playlist mixing nonsense, so it's just solos, which I believe is probably the most popular mode for solos when it comes to Resurgence. But along with that, led to a huge bunch of negatives, and some of that's regards to cheaters. So the first thing is there's a visual bug that when you are on the game, if you're playing on a PC through the Xbox Game Pass, it'll show up as that you're playing on an Xbox. And that could be a little bit confusing because then you think, oh, well, they're just on console. Maybe they're not cheating. Regardless, you should still be reporting anyone. If you think they're cheating, report. I don't care if they're on a Xbox, Game Boy, it don't matter. If it looks like they're cheating, I'm going to go and report them. If they end up getting banned because of the report, right? Like, that's just kind of how it goes. I wouldn't go, ooh, he's on PlayStation. Couldn't possibly be cheating. Especially now. If it looks sus, might as well report, let the system figure it out. Anthony Edwards over here in the Olympic Games, getting some little resurgence in the middle of the night. I don't know. And because of that, a lot of theories pop up like, oh, well, you can't get banned on Xbox, so Ricochet is going to stop working for these cheaters. But apparently there's an uptick in cheaters too, right? You can see a clip where somebody has the menu up. I don't know if that's actually true or what the heck that is behind it, but it looks pretty legitimate to me as somebody was using cheats while using Xbox Game Pass on a PC, making it look like they're on an Xbox. But I don't know if that account got banned or shadowed or whatever the case is. So a lot of people create these theories like, oh, well, now you can cheat on there. It's impossible to get caught. And that's why there's an uptick. I don't know. I think there is definitely been an uptick since that part went live with season 5, and that's a problem. I think it's more region specific too. Like, I feel like Europe seems to have had the biggest problem. It's kind of been going on for a couple months now where I see them mostly on Twitter and making videos that complaining about how bad the cheaters are. And then I'll watch like North American, South American, and even some Australian, and even though they VPN to the North America to get over here, for the most part, it's not nearly as bad as what European players complain about. And then all of a sudden with this new season, now the European players are definitely complaining still, even at a higher rate. But then on top of that, now you're getting more of the other regions. So it's definitely something happened. I don't know if cheat providers came out with a new modification where they're able to hide their cheats better, and then Ricochet is working behind the scenes to do their thing. Because realistically, if Ricochet wasn't working, there wouldn't be an uptick. It would just be that bad all the time. Like, what's led to an uptick? I don't know. It doesn't make sense that way. But a lot of people do create these theories in their head about, oh, this is the way things work, and nobody really knows. And that's another big problem that we really haven't. This guy's beaming, huh? 10 kills, 18 up. Got good map control, has the bounty Kong test, which is, I think, is an elite contract. We'll see if that makes it to big map. I think we're concerned about the lobbies dying out too quick. Regardless though, best practices are always, if somebody is cheating, see it says this guy, Akua is blatantly cheating behind my camera. So let me go and move my camera so you can see that. Is it gonna, no, it faded before it was gone. So there's clearly something going on, right? And regardless of what platform somebody's on, regardless of what input, whether the keyboard and mouse or controller, if you think someone's cheating, report them. And you only need to report them once because that's really all that counts. If you're in a party, all your party can report them, whatever. But only that first report is what counts when you do a report in the system. They already said, acknowledge, they should reiterate this, but basically if you just report, that's not actually doing anything. It's only the first report that is registering as a report. It's been that way for kind of a while. Regardless, this is not the cheat provider's fault. This isn't the player's fault. This isn't content creators and this isn't streamers or whatever. This is Activision's fault for a couple different reasons. Number one, Ricochet just needs to be better, right? Obviously there's a cat and mouse game, you know, better bullets, better armor. That's understandable. But overall, Ricochet just needs to be better. One of the biggest problems with Ricochet and why it's not better is because when they first talked about having that kernel level anti-cheat, I don't know if they got scared or what, but there's different levels to that. And apparently Valorant, which runs one of the best cheating anti-cheat software, basically they have like super good control over your account. So this is the Aqua guy. This is the supposedly, oh, he got banned. They actually reported him and he got banned. Was that what happened? Because it switched to Sir Lex. Hey, we ended up getting one. So see, it's just there. Cheats literally doing anything. Walling is so obvious. Look at so that's the other part is they didn't want to go too intrusive. For me, I don't care. Make it as intrusive as possible. If I had a chance of running a cheater like 0.00001% over compared to now with maybe like 5%, I would take the other one, even if it's intrusive. It's working for Valorant, but a lot of people are opposed to that for whatever reason. Trust, safety, whatever. I don't know what it is, but that would eliminate the vast majority of cheating because it would go even further. And this guy's back. Let's see. This is supposedly the killer. He has 31 kills. I don't know anything about this player. Could be just a incredibly good player. Wick invited me to a party. That's funny. Okay. Well, the thing would be if it was an unreleased skin. I don't know the skins well enough to see if this is an unreleased skin. If the guy was cheating though, why didn't he just chow the guy up top? Unless he's gonna work around, smarter route. I mean, he's using the meta, doing the YY nonsense that pretty much all the good players do. Has $77,000. Yeah, exactly. Yep, we caught one. We knew it happened. You know what's funny though? I hadn't actually ran into cheaters in months, but this season I actually have now. It's actually kind of insane. So, makes sense. We did end up running into one, it looks like. Unless it was on the mini map. Something definitely fishy, right? It only took one match, so there it is. Woohoo! You're so good. Let's go ahead and report. Wait. See what they do here. So is it just walls? Yeah, it's just walls, I think. Yeah, because the aim doesn't look anything crazy. Maybe they do have some soft aim nonsense. They should be putting out intel on Ricochet and giving us more intel on how well it's working or not working. And the steps they're going to do to improve it. Yeah, it's blatant at this point, right? Instead of some white paper talking about skill-based matchmaking that we already knew about, like they design stuff in the game so they can make money. And there it is, GG's. You got smoked! Second place? How? Let's run it back. Let's see if we get another one. And there we go. In the next match. And we're still talking on the same topic. Luckily, that one had an interesting one to kind of reiterate the thing I was talking about, which is kind of crazy because we've already done a bunch of these and we just haven't ran into them. So it's kind of convenient how that worked out. That just kind of shows that it is a problem at the moment. All right, this dude got slammed. But regardless of that, what I was continuing my thought is that The other problem with Activision is they just need way more transparency. The same way, like I said, they did with the white paper for skill-based matchmaking, skill and ping, and they're going to continue to do it with ranked and all these other things. There should be that level of transparency with Ricochet and shadow bans and all these other things of systems that people develop theories about, right? There's so many people that develop these theories. They believe them to be true. They spread them. Even without proof, right? They could be true, they could be false, but regardless, they end up spreading them as truth. So it leads to a lot of misconceptions. The shadow ban system, you shouldn't be getting auto shadow banned if you switch from console to PC. That's probably like the #1 way people are getting shadow banned at the moment. At least that I'm aware of. People say, oh yeah, I just switched and I got shadow banned. I don't know if they use cheats or not. I'm not sitting next to them when I set up their computer, but end of day, it's kind of happening at a high volume. At least that's what I'm experiencing and seeing in the comments section over on Twitch and a lot of these other things where we're running into these issues where people are having that problem. And that's a couple of the problems. Let's see what they end up grabbing. Not going to show us. Boom. All right, cool. The new suppressor goes hard. That basically goes on almost every weapon at this point. Damn, he was beaming him. He should have held it out, had the confidence. If we're getting headshots, you would have deleted him. It's all good. Gets the new guns. But despite all these flare-ups and cheaters, the player count is actually higher. It's higher both month over month, year over year, at least what we can tell from Steam charts. And I know that's not a huge representation. For perspective, it's estimated that Steam charts represent about 7% of the player base. So right now, when I checked it, as I started this video, it was at 90,000, and that means roughly 1.3 million people were on the game, and this was prior to the Xbox part of it, where it was on Game Pass. So I don't even know how many more players are on there now. 1.3 million people, like right now at one time. So the monthly active users got to be kind of crazy, and definitely up, which doesn't make sense if the cheating is infecting everyone. Obviously, you can't say, oh yeah, well, half the players are cheaters. Well, then the other half wouldn't be playing, right? And they would just disappear. So clearly there's something going on there where people are actively playing at higher rates. I know Warzone 2 sucked, but like, it's still better than last year, I guess? I don't know. And it's improved month over month from season 4 to 5. And really all that changes. We got Superstore. We got a new SMG and rifle, which are fun. I've talked about that before with meta stuff, that as long as we got fresh meta, you can play the game. It doesn't matter if we got this. It's like shipment. We got a shipment for 8 years straight. That's fine with people. Same way Rebirth Island, 8 years straight, probably fine. People will play it. COD players are a unique breed of player that will continue to play the game. And now they're saying this other guy named Reaper apparently has Zen, or an anti-recoil mod. Or anti-recoil cheat, right? A lot of people will claim Zen or whatever, but it's like, maybe it's something else. It could be something else, and they could still be cheating. We'll see. We'll see. He says, you wish you mad. But that leads to a lot of skepticism too, where legitimately good players could be targeted and saying, hey, well, this guy's cheating, just simply being good. And a lot of people have told me this in the comments where they get claimed to be cheaters and they only have like a 1.4 or something like that KD. It's like, yeah, nah. I'm not even that good at the game, they'll say. And it's like, I'm still getting people telling them. So it's definitely leaned that way. And we've seen this kind of towards the end of Warzone 1 is it being a big problem. I don't feel like it's that bad yet, but slippery slope. Looks like we're getting there. So we'll see. 17, 16 up now, 15 other players with 7 kills. Pushing through. Oh, easy kill. Gonna shoot him in the back. Was he down low or right on the out of this balcony? There you go. Nice. There wasn't any arrow. I was like, he should have been right there. Really gonna stim just to go around the corner. Nice. There's 2 more in front of you. You can hear the footsteps. Good reload in. Also using the meta, which is the new SMG and the new rifle. And it's funny with that, everyone was like, oh, shocker. Yeah, the bell was meta the day 1, wasn't it? People forget, like, with seasons, half the guns that have come out are trash. That's part of the problem. It's nice when we get something new to mix it up, right? Managed to survive there. Luckily, it was all third party, and so that worked out pretty well. You can hear the people landing up top. He jumps down. Should push this aggressively. They don't have anything. Oh, apparently they got their guns. All right. Why is this guy aiming weird like that, bro? He almost lost the gunfight too because he was potatoing. Does a double stim play, which are pretty useful. Getting beamed and deleted. We'll still manage to survive because he landed in the water. I don't think he's going to have an angle. Is the guy on top of water tower going to full send him or what? Okay, got him. Does a precision to bail off. You got to plate up. I get you got to move, but you got to plate up. There it goes. Got a plate in the mix. See if we end up running into this Reaper dude. Sound like they threw something down. Oh, they did. Is that what'd they throw down? Did he spot him? I don't think he spotted him. Maybe that guy had wall. I don't even know. I thought I saw it looked a little bit weird, like there was weird tracking earlier. The hell the odds back. This is looking pretty bad. Okay, we got SDG and the new SMG. All right, cool. Perez, 12 kills. That was odd. Oh, what the hell? He got blocked midair. What the hell are we doing here, bruh? Okay, grabs the bounty. All right, drops that. Pick it up. You got to stow it. Nice. Can't use both, so. I hate this playstyle. The YY nonsense. There's a graceful YY, and then there's this. This. There's definitely gracefully YYing. This is not it. Good job, bro. Good job. All that YY gotcha. Maybe if you were paying attention. All right, cool. This guy's trying to recover. Does have a bounty on himself. Or somebody's trying to get him. Okay, a little bit of shots there. 5 kills. Does have a good like angle to look down here. You just got to kind of be careful. Watch the side because people can come through the building on the side. They can come zip up the side. So there's a lot of different areas you got to cover. That's what makes like top of prison hard. I don't know whether their latency is 500. What the hell is that about? You spotting for him? There's only what? 7 other players. You hear gunfire to the left. There he's rotating up. Kind of standing still a little bit too much. You can get sniped pretty easily from the left side. Your packet. There it is. Bro, I called it. Pay attention. I was like, you kind of been still too long. Check your area. We got in the same lobby with Anthony Edwards again. It said Anthony Edwards left the game. He just queued up in the match right away. What the heck? Okay, cool. Only 3 players left. 12 kills. Japreem. And oh, almost got slammed with the drop shot. Gets the throwing knife in. A 1v1v1. Okay, do you need the munitions? You're looking. You want them. Those plates and the ammo being fully stocked isn't enough. All right, where are you going to go? Okay, keyboard and mouse, right? Kind of weird. Definitely weird. I know we're just sussed out now because of it feels like it was back to back. Like, where are you checking on the right? Let's see. If you're overly knowing, then that's weird. I don't think there's been any clue on the right side.
Gas is closing in.
You clearly know where they're at, right? Oh. What a scumbag, bro. Back-to-back matches, chat. Loser. Well, clearly it ain't working. Look at that. I hope you get slammed. You're not going to, but you're garbage. There was probably multiple in the lobby. See, and people think I get whitelisted lobbies where I don't run into cheaters. Well, GG's. Another scumbag wins. GG's. See you on the next one. Thank you for watching as always. Have a great day.